thank you for giving us the privilege of having you help our sport to grow in this country.
The Fiji Hockey Federation executive members, representatives of the Australian County Hockey Team, New Zealand Presidents 11, Fiji Presidents 11, the Japan National Under 21 Men's and Under 18s Hockey Team, and invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, Puluminaka, to all of you. Welcome to Fiji. I see there's a few novices and they haven't quite got into the grog yet, but don't worry, by the time you leave, you'll be a veteran. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be here today. I think I may have traveled with some of the Japanese team from Korea. But to all of you that have not been here before, welcome. Welcome to Fiji. For those of you that have come here for the first time, and I hope your week-long tournament will not only enable you to enjoy the game of hockey, but also to meet new friends, but also to enable you to enjoy the famous Fijian hospitality and friendship that we have in Fiji, as you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, hockey is one of the oldest team sports that was actually played in Fiji. And the first organized hockey was held in Suva in 1916. And 6 teams participated in a regular competition. I'm not sure if Hector is that old, but he's been around for a long time. Last year, the Fiji Hockey Federation celebrated its 100-year anniversary. And hockey is now played in mainly urban areas with direct associations conducting games for men and women in Matoka, Nandi, Suva, Lambasa, Sarisawu also. And it was up until about the 1980s that the main influence on the development of Fiji hockey was through other educational ties with New Zealand and those were tours by Fiji sides to New Zealand, etc. I think the Aussies came a little late, as usual. Hockey, ladies and gentlemen, was played on grass. I personally have actually, when I was in school, I used to play on grass for at least 36 years until the turf was built for the South Pacific Games in Fiji in 2000. However, it has developed tremendously since then, and Fiji entering as many international tournaments as possible, and I think we've become very good at it too. In the last tournament, for the men was on the World Series in Bangladesh, I understand. This was held in March of this year, and even though they didn't qualify for round 3, the world ranking had actually improved, so we have done tremendously well. But it's all thanks to people like Hector. He's been around for a long time. He's an absolute institution. It's a pleasure and a joy to be around this gentleman. And also all the young hockey players that were in Fiji. For the women's category, I think the last tournament was at International Cup in Sydney in October of this year, which I'm proud to say they duly won. So good on you girls. Unfortunately, I ended up traveling with them, so I got stuck. Put the hand in my pocket too for that day. So with the development of hockey in Fiji, ladies and gentlemen, over the years to where we are now, our determination to host the Fiji Invitation Hockey Series is an actual added bonus. The series allows members of our national squad and emerging players to compete against a representative Australian country hockey team, New Zealand Presidents 11, and of course, for the first time, the Japan national Under 21 men's hockey team and the Japan Under 18 women's hockey team. I'm happy to mention also that the fourth women's team in the tournament is made up by our very own under-18 squad. We're preparing for the 2018 Youth Olympic Games Oceania qualifying tournament, which will be held in Buenos Aires in October. Ladies and gentlemen, today you stand surrounded by old and new friends. You may probably defeat some of them in your upcoming matches, and you may also lose against some others. But this is what actually makes you friends. And this is how sport, this is how actually sport works, and your weakest competitors may end up being your best friends, because he or she will make you stronger at the end of the day. And thanks to the competition, you're all going to grow. Whether or not you win a medal, or you're all winners at the end of the day in the long run. Active and continued participation in sports and athletics will pay rich dividends in terms of fitness, well-being, and the one thing that we have in our DNA, happiness. You'll take that back with you. Ladies and gentlemen, also sports, particularly team sports, engender purposeful and meaningful social relationships. Man is a social animal at the end of the day, and we have a need to connect with others. And these social interactions with your friends and workmates provide you highly desirable security at the end of the day, belongingness, and ultimately happiness. And therefore, winning or losing in sports or athletics is not at all important, but the tremendous happiness that originates from it, from participating, is a highly cherished trophy. You will compete, you'll laugh, you'll cry at this particular stage, and you'll also suffer, and you will cheer, but you'll live together, and you'll grow together. You'll have challenges, and you will also be sad, because you are sports people who want to achieve more. But you do not settle for the ordinary, but all you want is to shine together as a team at the end of the day, because it's a team sport. And those who will not script victory on this occasion should not be discouraged or disappointed, but analyze your performances at the end of the day and set out on a further mission to make sure you always better yourself. And you need to remember that the winner is not twice as much better than a runner-up, really. There are many fringe benefits out of being an athlete also. It gives you the confidence, gives you the strength. If you look at Hector is a prime example of how good you can be if you continue to play sport and be involved in it and be active. As I said, he's been around for a long time. It enhances your physical productivity. Sports really teaches us to work in harmony. It's a lesson for the rest of the world. How especially in Fiji, sports to us here is actually a religion. You actually interact with so many other people whenever necessary. You should always accept defeat with equal ease and work as a coordinated unit at the end of the day. Sports in Fiji is one of the greatest sources of our unity. And it's very important to our own people. At this juncture also, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the organizers for organizing such an event. These things take a lot of time and a lot of money at the end of the day. It's not easy. It requires a lot of patience and a lot of determination. I think we've done a wonderful job to actually get this organized in Fiji. We've proven that hockey is also a very inclusive sport, and is a sport for all, and one of the highest profile paid sports in the world. And while it may be a minor sport, still in Fiji at the end of the day, it could very well become a leading sport due to the inclusiveness and the adaptability to be played anywhere with really anything. And most of all, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to actually say this to you. We welcome you to Fiji. You all would have seen our logo. It says Fiji, where happiness finds you. Please remember, it's not just a destination for sport. Bring your families back. From Japan and from Australia, New Zealand, all our neighbors, and these guys are the biggest tourists that we have. Bring your families back, enjoy the tournament, enjoy the company, enjoy the happiness that we spread amongst the world, and welcome again to Fiji. Thank you very much.